So we're at the next place. This is not the place with the jewelry jars. I don't think I'm going to go to that place because I just don't feel like dealing with dirtiness. This is a place I've filmed before. It's a flea market. So it's got different booths. They've kind of changed it out, made it more crafty. But I've got some decent jewelry in here. And I've got jewelry jars in here too. So we are going to go in here and film a little bit. Hopefully they don't care. And it is freezing cold here, but it's because the wind is blowing so much. But let's go see what they got. Okay, I'm going to do a little voice over here, the music. I hope you can still hear it well enough. I'm just kind of scanning the shelves to see what we can find and to show you what this store has. It surprised me that it had went back to less craft things and more vintage. This is a beautiful blue glass with some gold trimming on it, and I think it ended up being only like $3. But I'm trying to get away from picking up everything I just like because I don't have a phone to take out that has internet on it where I could take a picture and then see how much it's selling for, because my basic phone that I use for emergency calls is a flip phone. So I'm really, when I'm out in the wild like this shopping, I'm on my own to try to figure out if I could resell it. I was impressed by, they had a lot of booths that were 50% off everything in the booth. So that was great. I saw a lot of things that if I had my own booth, I would pick up and put in. But I don't yet. I'm on a waiting list. That's a tea set. I thought that my mom's been looking for one of those to use with the kids. So I'm kind of looking over. While you're looking, I picked up this little tea pot. I thought it was very pretty. And I know it was made in Japan. I couldn't get that to focus in the sticker, but I think it was that Ernesto or Esco or whatever that one is. I can't remember. And I think they only wanted $3 for it too. But I didn't get it because, like I said, a lot of things just that are beautiful and old and vintage just don't have a lot of resale value. I looked at the price on that little teacup set. I don't think I remember exactly what it was, but it was too expensive to buy and let the kids play with. And then I always look at vintage ashtrays. That said it was made in a certain country, and it really was made in that country. A lot of times it'll just be a souvenir that maybe is made in China, but it's a souvenir for the country that it says on the front. And it really was made in Bolivia. But I didn't pick that up either. Let's go over here. This booth is also, everything's 50% off. I think I should have picked up that Chuck Wagon. I think it's a syrup container, but those lids was an empty box, so I didn't bother. These little apes or monkeys, they kind of was so weird looking. They were interesting. They were only $1.25. They would have been 50% off. There was two of them. And I thought maybe they were like, hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil, the ones you'll find. But they weren't. They didn't have their little hands over their ears or their mouth. So I just kind of looked at them for a while and thought, I couldn't see on the bottom that they were made anywhere special. So I left them there. Let's just scan the shelves. If you see anything that you think, oh, you should have went back, I'll be back over there. So each booth has a little bit of everything in it, as you can see, from clothes to cups to blankets. I don't know what I was zooming in on there. Oh, I picked up a little book. My great nephew's really into trains, but I think that was a little too young for him. But a little train that you push it back and it travels along. I thought it was cute. Okay, what else do we see? I had a Hershey's mug that just sold. It was kind of like that one you saw up there. We have some books. I really like this, and I know this is from, I'd say, the 60s. And you hardly see them with the glass lids, and I'll show it to you. It was only $12, and the painting on it was really well done. I'm sorry about the camera not being right on top of it. When you're trying to film and look at stuff, it's hard to kind of get it all together. That was interesting, but it was, I think, made from like, you get it in a regular store. It's really heavy though. I just keep thinking, well, should I get that jar or not? But I decided not to. Oops, the sticker came away on my hand. All right, let's look over here. We got an old cookbook. I'm into old cookbooks. But I looked at it and it was in rough shape for being a 1950s cookbook. Everything with a colored dot on it's 50% off in this booth. So let's give it a gander. And let's see, we don't really see... Oh, coffee cups, don't touch them. I said don't touch them. Tell you what, oh, I love like the linens and stuff, but I never know how much they really sell for. I think that's supposed to be, I thought that was a Blue's Clues chair, but I think it's some other kind of chair. I never was into Blue's Clues, or none of my nephews and nieces were, so that I know of. Some of the ones might have been. I picked up that because I wanted to see. I'm into old cameras, and my brother's looking for some too. But that was just a average 35mm camera. It wasn't anything special. Vivitar, was that a Vivitar? Yeah, I think so. No, Kodak, sorry, I saw that V at the top. That was a Kodak camera. So I put it back. I think it was only $5. The bag was worth that, I figure. I think it was $5, wasn't it? I didn't get close enough in to see it. Look around, see if you see anything. Enjoy the relaxing music that's playing. Oh, look at this. This is an interesting piece, and I found out it's from the 1960s. It's a seashell, or a, what do they call them? Conch? Teapot. And I'll show that to you later. It did have a dot on it, so it was 50% off. I did end up purchasing that. I have it sitting here. I haven't listed it yet. I was checking to see if one of the like bumpy parts had been broken off, but it hadn't. It's in good shape. I thought it was maybe older because of the, what would you call it, wicker type handle? I don't know if you can say wicker. But I looked it up and somebody has it listed as 1960s. I thought it just might be their opinion, but it was souvenir from Florida. I decided I'd go ahead and get that. It was just so interesting to me and ugly and interesting that I had to have it. And I will eventually list it. So you see me put it down, but I do get it because there's no carts or anything in this place. Or look around. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking I'll come back and get you here in a minute. Here in a minute. Alright guys, we're going to wrap it up. You're going to hear me talking. See you later. Okay, I didn't film much in there. It was freezing cold in there, like as cold as it is outside, except for no wind. And my fingers are stiff. It's so cold. But anyway, I bought one thing, and it's the ugliest purchase I've ever made besides marrying my ex-husband. It was pretty ugly, inside and out. But I believe it to be vintage. It's a teapot souvenir from Florida, shaped like a really ugly seashell. But I know that a lot of... I had used to have an egg holder from the 30s or 40s, and they use this style handle on it. It is not marked on the bottom. This point, let's take off the top. That's not chipped or nothing. That's the inside. This little point right here, I don't think it's broke, because when you set it down, that sits flat. I don't think, it might be supposed to be like this, but I only paid $1. It was on sale, half price. I only paid $1.50 for it, $1.63 with tax. It's just something told me, pick it up, sell it, try to. I don't know, don't worry about the trash down there. I'm usually not dirty like that, but me and Mom had to take a 3-hour drive to get shots yesterday, so things happen. But here we go. What do you think, guys? Interesting, huh? I'll try to sell it. But I didn't find any jewelry. But I'm going to go get me something to eat and go back to my hometown, pick up some medicine, and go back home. It's getting colder and colder. Alright, talk to you soon. I will show you all my stuff at the end of the video that I bought today. Thanks. Bye.